Have you ever felt the anticipation of waiting for a delivery, eagerly listening for the ring of a doorbell? Now imagine a special delivery that could tell you about the origin of planets and offer you a glimpse into the future. Would you be patient enough to spend years preparing for its dispatch, or wait another 7 years for it to come back? This is the exact situation that the team of NASA OsirisRex's mission is in. They are working to collect samples from the asteroid, Bennu. Before we tell you all the interesting information about NASA OsirisRex, make sure you go to this video and subscribe to our channel to discover more interesting topics. There are many important reasons for studying asteroids like OsirisRex's target, Asteroid Bennu. They are quite actually the first material that formed around our stars and represent the building blocks of planets. We hope this is so in the case of Bennu, so it can give us an explanation as to what made Earth a habitable planet and how it was delivered water and other important materials. The asteroid is more than 200 million miles from Earth. It was first discovered in 1999 and has been the subject of extensive observations using telescopes on Earth and in space ever since. Scientists now know the size, shape, and color of Bennu and how it moves through space. It moves closer to our planet every 6 years on its orbit around the Sun. Bennu is a potentially hazardous asteroid that could one day threaten our home planet. To find out if their long-distance data shows correct, researchers have planned to send a spacecraft to inspect Bennu at close quarters, and even collect samples from its surface to bring back to Earth. The mission is called OsirisRex, an asteroid sample return mission. It is the third major planetary science mission for NASA's New Frontiers program, after New Horizons launched in 2006 and Juno launched in 2011. As we said, the goal of this mission is to travel out to Bennu, survey it in great detail, and acquire knowledge of its nature, such as geology, mineralogy, and composition, by collecting a sample from it. The sample will then be brought back to Earth for scientific analysis, as this sample is essential for understanding planet formation and the origin of life. The mission, developed by scientists at the University of Arizona, will give us more information about how the early solar system formed, how life began, and it will give us a better understanding for asteroids that can impact Earth in the future. This is because Asteroid Bennu is a fragment of the solar system. It is an unmelted, unaltered piece of the origin of the solar system, and it has preserved the raw materials that went into the formation of planets and the formation of life. It is just like how we can determine the characters of a child by studying their ancestors. By studying Bennu, scientists will seek answers to questions that are central to human life. Where did we come from? What is our destiny? One of the challenges for this mission is the asteroid's small size and weak gravity. This means that OsirisRex needs to fly daringly close to the surface and enter its orbit through its orbital A-phase. It successfully entered the closest ever orbit for a spacecraft, setting a Guinness World Record in the process. Then, 6 months later, it beat its own record during the orbital B phase, where it approached within a few hundred meters of the rocky surface, mapping the topography and shape of Bennu better than we have for our own moon. After more than a decade of planning, the spacecraft launched in 2016 and has now become the first U.S. mission to successfully collect a sample from an asteroid. In late 2018, as NASA's OsirisRex spacecraft neared its target, Bennu, the asteroid grew in detail from a few tiny pixels to an incredibly high-resolution image. OsirisRex confirmed the asteroid's basic shape, which was originally observed in 1999 by ground-based radar at Arecibo Observatory. The team has pushed the boundaries of scientific exploration, going from ground-based radar images all the way to being a few hundred meters from the asteroid's surface. What scientists didn't expect was just how rough and boulder-filled the asteroid would turn out to be. The process of selecting the sample site also presented numerous challenges for scientists, since Bennu is covered with large boulders. In December 2019, the team officially selected sample site Nightingale as the tag location for the OsirisRex. For over a year, the spacecraft closely imaged this site and conducted rehearsals in preparation for sample collection. What the team hadn't counted on was a pandemic occurring during one of the most highly anticipated checkpoints of their mission. But the show had to go on. Have you ever played a game of tag? Well, this is similar to how OsirisRex was designed to grab a sample from Bennu. On October 20th, 2020, the spacecraft briefly touched down on Bennu and grabbed dust and rocks weighing more than 2 ounces from the sample site during the touch-and-go sample collection event. If all continues to go as planned, this sample will return to Earth in September of 2023, and scientists will receive a treasure trove of new information about the history and evolution of our solar system. Our quest to better understand asteroids just went a step closer. On May 10th, 2021, the spacecraft will say farewell to Asteroid Bennu and begin its 2-year journey back to Earth. It is scheduled to deliver the sample on September 24th, 2023. The May departure will provide the team an opportunity to plan a final spacecraft flyby of Bennu. This activity was not part of the original mission schedule, but was decided after Bennu's surface was significantly disturbed and altered by the sample collection event. The spacecraft will perform a final flyby of Bennu on April 7th, capturing its last images of sample collection site Nightingale to look for the extent of transformations on Bennu's surface. The team will then compare these new images with the previous high-resolution imagery of Bennu obtained during 2019. Although Earth is pelted with more than 100 tons of space debris every day, it is virtually impossible to find a rock face pitted by impacts from small objects at high velocities. We enjoy any object smaller than a few meters as a shooting star, rather than having to fear being struck by what essentially amounts to a bullet from outer space. But the planetary bodies, lacking a protective layer, bear the full brunt of the constant cosmic barrage, and they have the scars to show for it. High-resolution images taken by the Osiris-Rex spacecraft during its 2-year survey campaign allowed researchers to study even tiny craters, with diameters ranging from a centimeter to a meter on Bennu's boulders. Thanks to Osiris-Rex, we can now explore Bennu to uncover its composition, its evolution, and its ancient memories from the origin of the solar system. There is much more excitement to come once the spacecraft, along with the sample, arrive on Earth in 2023. Scientists are ready to study it and to unlock its secrets, and hopefully find some answers to our biggest questions about the universe. What do you think about all of this? What answers do you think scientists will find? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to keep yourself notified with other interesting and current facts. We will be back very soon.